Okay. I was showing you that handle, so yeah, I've been dipping it in thinner, and I wiped some of it off with a rag, but now I'm just kind of scraping it, not going against the grain too much, but just lightly scraping it with a razor blade, and yeah, it's just taking that paint right off, so it'll save a bunch of sanding time later, and I'll try not to gouge the metal, just drag it across and scrape it. I'll have to look and see if you guys can see, but yeah. Then later on, I'll sand the handle all up. We'll take it right off. We'll sand it all up and restain it all. And I see, I don't know. Yeah, one screw that must have changed over the years because all the screws match except for one. But we'll polish the handle right up. And yeah, we'll make this thing kind of look like it might have back in the 60s. Thinking the car was built back in the 60s sometime. It'd be about right when they were running front engine cars about this length and about this style. It's about 100, and I think it was 174 inches center to center. It's what the wheel base was. So I'll measure that up again and see if I'm right. But yeah, you can kind of see how it cleaned up that wood. Not bad. And it shouldn't be too hard for us to clean up the rest now compared to what it looked like. So I'll dip it one more time in thinner. We'll let the thinner dry it out, and then later on, yeah, we'll soak it, I don't know, linseed oil or something, and then put a little moisture back in the wood, because the thinner will definitely dry that out. But yeah, you can kind of get an idea what it looked like. That wood kind of wet or linseed oiled up, it should look good. Okay. That's probably good enough for now. Didn't plan on doing a whole spiel on that, but I thought I'd show you. Red on the handle there. And gold. Gold comes off like nothing, so I'm assuming it's spray foam. The red might have been a little bit better quality. Dripping thinner on the panel. And that stuff's got to be pretty hard because it doesn't seem to be affecting it too bad. Definitely a little on the dirty side. Definitely no color I had on it. didn't leave it on, I didn't like it, so I repainted it right away. Kind of come up with a turquoisey color, but bought that battery box. I had that made years ago. I never had this thing on it, so somebody pop riveted that on. And we'll get rid of it. I don't know if we'll use any of it anymore. We'll see. Kind of want it to be a little nicer than it was even when I had it years ago. No, I'll show some pictures of that. It actually looks pretty good. I don't know what they did to dent the tank all up. There's a ton of dents in the top of it. It's the same old tank that I had years ago. Might be due for a new one, I'm not sure. Didn't spring a leak. But might try blowing some air into it and see if I can't pop some of these dents out, so we'll see what happens there. No, I don't know, you probably couldn't see any of what I was just talking about. But yeah, a little fuel tank there, full of dents in the top. Might by plugging it all off and then blowing some air in it and see if I can pop the dents out of it. See how that goes. It might be something to film. Okay. We'll keep cleaning. We'll grab those other panels and see if we can get them cleaned up a little bit. But probably won't pop any on until we do some cleaning under the car, chassis wise and stuff. Just wipe it down a little. Panels are starting to get a little bit beat up along the bottoms, or maybe I can weld them or fix them. We'll see if we can do that. But you can see how some of this dirty this stuff is. I'm not sure why. I don't know why it's that dirty, but it is. So. Thinner on the inside, cut through the grease and the rubber. But yeah, it's bent and fold it over right here. Might have to see if I can straighten this out, fold that back, and then maybe we can take it back together. Hopefully I'm not just set it up here maybe. Habit of setting up a camera and then stand in front of it. Make sure you guys can see something. But yeah, just wiping it, it makes it look a little better for sure. Actually, it wouldn't look that bad. Just clean it up. Better. This panel's got another owie. They must be catching it on the trailer or something. Screwing it up anyway. Already. They must have caught it on something and folded it up a bit. Big weld there. Couple panels left. And they brandy also. car to look nice, but definitely going to be a budget operation. Not just going to be a throw money at it thing. And I do want to drive. It's not just going to be a showroom piece. I want to use it for sure. Kind of excited to drive it. Been a long time since I drove a front engine car. She's a dirty one. The last guys were just running a 305 in it. So it wasn't killer fast or anything. I think it was pretty stock. So probably that manifold that's on there wasn't helping it much because it's a fairly high-rise manifold for good flowing heads and stuff. So I don't think it was helping a stock 305 on. Interested to get the valve covers off and just see if there's roller rockers in there or if it's stock rockers or what. But they ran 7 O's in the 8th with a stock 305 and a very light tune-up in that, I guess, from what I'm told. So that's not bad because try and get a full-body car to run 7s in the 8th, and you got to put some power into it because of the weight. So to put a stock 305 in this and run 7s in the 8th, which would be, I don't know what it would be, 12s, high 11s, something like that in the quarter. That's actually pretty good for stock 305. Put them all together, it won't look too bad. Who knows, maybe that's all I can handle anymore is a stock 305. Definitely be nothing for maintenance. This is kind of my peaceful time. It's on a Saturday, nobody's around. I'm kind of get lost in my thoughts and get to work on something kind of cool that I want to redo. So, yeah, it's kind of nice. And yet, maybe share it with somebody that's interested in being you guys. Better. A little at a time. Okay, I'm going to dress it up a little bit when we put them back on. Let's see if I can find enough Zeus's around to put them back on. I don't know if I got any with the car or not, but I should have a few kicking around the shop. So that kind of cleans up the panel somewhat. Now we're kind of on to cleaning up the old car a bit. And I don't know, at some point in time, I'll pull some of this out so I can have it right out of the way. I don't know why it's hooked up down there. He must have a tranny temp gauge. He's got it wrapped around. He does. He's got a tranny temp gauge in there, which kind of surprises me. Most guys didn't worry about it. In the 80s, you don't even run a cooler. Just circle the lines back and didn't even run a cooler. But I'm going to try some thinner on some of this stuff and see if I can wipe up some of that grime and just make it look a little bit better, because it's actually bugging the hell out of me. Some of these rims, they let them get so pitted up. I can't believe that. They must have let them sit with some frost on them, possibly in the trailer. Because yeah, they got some pretty good pits in them. We'll try cleaning them up too. But yeah, follow along as I make more of a mess here. This is bothering me, something fierce. Can't stand the yellow on it. Hopefully it comes off easy, because it's bothering me, something fierce. I don't know why. Maybe because it's not even the right gold, it's like mustard yellow or something. Yeah, I got the soap that good. Might even try a little bit of paint stripper although it's aluminum, you gotta watch it on aluminum. It's just the thinner, it dries up so quick. And I'm just wrinkling it up though. I'm not overly caring where I get it because everything is being redone. I just want it to look better for a while until I get time to redo more of it. I don't know if you can see that with the camera, but I'll bring it over. You can see this stuff wrinkling up pretty good. I'll have a look and see if you can see it in the camera. Oh, maybe a little bit, but bring it down there. You can see it wrinkling up. Yeah, it's really wrinkling up. You can see it bubbling actually. So yeah, if I can get that off there, yeah, see it moving around. And get that off there, it'll look a little bit better in my mind. So I will keep scrubbing, and hopefully I don't set this all the time where you guys are just looking at my back. You can see it there a bit. I'll move you guys once in a while so I don't leave you out of the loop. Yeah, that's actually bubbling that off of that really good. Better than I thought it might. Yeah, this combination of gold and yellow. Not my favorite colors. Yeah. This stuff has to go. Sooner the better. Should get a scrub brush maybe. That would help. That's got to be a real old steering box from the 60s. I don't think them companies are around anymore. Get a screwdriver or something. Start scraping that. It's way better already though. Some of this gold on the frame's got to be a little bit better paint. Hopefully I'm talking loud enough for you guys are really mumbling. Oh, some of this gold on here has got to be a little better paint because the thinner doesn't just wipe it right off or bubble it immediately, that's for sure. So, might have been some mixed paint in an actual spray gun. But Having said that, I don't think it was anything like Endura or anything like that. It was too tough of a paint, I don't think. Oh yeah, the name of it's on this side. Actually, they were really surprised that they would keep a car this grungy. I am going to go try grab some paint stripper and put it on just to see how well it does do. Hoping I could strip it all that way rather than sandblast the whole thing like I did years ago. And in doing that, I'll see if it's got any cracks or anything that needs to be fixed. Hopefully not. Well, I guess I can do this. Let's see if it's got roller rockers. Nope. Stock rockers. Well, that's pretty good, really, when you think about it. Totally stock 305. And it runs 7 O's at 100 miles an hour in the 8th. Pretty good, actually. Not as much as I want, but it's pretty good. So, we'll see what this motor is all about and maybe sell it to somebody that can use a motor. Maybe we'll have to do a compression test and that kind of thing. But we didn't have to pull the valve cover, I guess. We were able to peek inside put some oil in it and see that they're just stock. They're not even roller tipped, even nothing. I imagine it's stock cams, stock everything. So I don't know, maybe we'll get it running in there and then advertise it as a stock 305, maybe do a leak down test, and then maybe we can find somebody that needs one. Okay, well, before you guys fall asleep, of cleaning, but you can see the steering box definitely looks better aluminum than it does mustard yellow or whatever that was supposed to be. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We'll be back and have some more, maybe more exciting stuff for you guys. Okay, thanks.